Okay, this is Robocop vs. Terminator for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And this is one of its thrilling comic book styled cutscenes, which I could probably live without. It's okay, but it could be done better. When I think of an awesome 16-bit video game with comic book influence, I think Comic Zone. That's a kick-ass game with some good comic book styled cutscenes and gameplay. But that's a different story. This is Robocop vs. Terminator for the Super Nintendo. Now, this one does not control as smooth as the Sega Genesis version. If you're walking and press fire, then you can keep walking and shooting. If you're standing still and start shooting and then try to move the D-pad, Robocop will just aim in whatever direction, which I kinda hate in this game. So it slows down the pace, because sometimes you'll want to be walking and shooting, and you'll just be standing there like an asshole. It looks good. I like the way Robocop looks. Like, I don't know, just the way he's animated in this one I think looks a little bit better. And the sound of him walking sounds really, close to the movie. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan of this game and very much prefer the Sega Genesis version. They're both made by different developers. I mean, it's cool that in this version Robocop's blowing up some chicks. You don't see that too often on the Super Nintendo. In Final Fight, they turned the women into some scrawny Nancy Boy emo-looking douchebags. But not in this game. In this game, Robocop just blows the hell up out of these women. So that's kind of cool. I like where they were going with the comic book style cutscenes. It's cool that this one's got attempts to have a little more plot than the Sega Genesis version. But at the end of the day, man, that Genesis version's just way more better paced. Plays a lot smoother. Like, the gameplay's faster, the controls are spot on. This one, the controls are a little spotty. You can only carry one alternate weapon in this one. The other one, you can pick up 2 alternate weapons and get rid of that Auto 9 that Robocop carries around. Well, that was pretty badass. I do like that animation. But you can only carry one extra weapon in this. You can't upgrade the Auto 9, though. You can upgrade it to, like, a laser, and I think there's a couple of upgrades for it. The plot lines are basically the same, but in the Sega Genesis version, you just get some green scrolling text, and then it's go time. You just play the game, enjoy the ride until it's over, or you die. So, this is actually going to be the first game that I do not give a Mondocool. I'm going to give it a meh, whatever. It's not for me, might be for you. If you like what you see, it's worth checking out. The best part of this game is the case that it comes in. Instead of the standard cardboard Nintendo box, you get a hard plastic Robocop vs. Terminator case, which is really cool, and I'm glad I got it when I picked this up off eBay. Now see, that's cool. You get Ed 209's gun. You get that in the Genesis version too. In the Genesis version, you get Ed 209's gun and, let's say, the Auto Tracer at the same time. Not this one. This one you get to carry the Auto 9 plus 1 awesome weapon, instead of potentially having 2 awesome weapons. But I do love toting Ed 209's arm around. That's very badass, no matter what game it's in. So yeah, this is the first game I'm reviewing that's not getting a Mondocool. It's getting in there. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But it's just not for me. Might be for you. It's not a doo-doo game. That's sort of middle of the road. So far the levels kind of look similar. There's one of the upgrades for the Auto 9. Makes it sound like a space pistol. I don't remember Robocop ever having a space pistol. I don't ever recall any of the Terminators having space pistols. I think they always use just regular machine gun. Nah, in the future I guess they use lasers. Oh no, I always thought the coolest part about Robocop's Auto 9 is how menacing and loud it sounds. If you've ever seen Robocop, you know that scene where he's in the shooting range and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, is there battle cruisers exploding over there? Oh no, it's just the new cyborg patrolman with his giant freaking machine pistol that he keeps tucked away in his thigh. Which is cool, I love that. Robocop's one of my favorite movies. But even that doesn't make me love this game. Maybe I'd feel different if I wasn't spoiled from having played the Genesis version first. And what kind of health power-up is a small sheet of sheet metal, you know? I like the power-ups in the Sega Genesis version because I'm pretty sure it's baby food like in the movie. And that, you know, is tremendously awesome. That, you know, a jar of baby mashed peas is what replenishes Robocop's health. And, you know, sadly that makes more sense than pieces of sheet metal. I don't know, check this game out if you got a couple of bucks. If anything, if you can find it complete for a few dollars, get it just because the box is pretty goddamn cool. And I keep it out on display, actually. I have it sitting out because I think the packaging for this game is that cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and quit recording this totally awesome narration and let you guys enjoy the rest of me wandering around this level trying to find out where the hell the end of it is. Yeah, my first review was Robocop and vs. Terminator, and my first review to also not get a Mondocool is Robocop vs. Terminator. It's the circle of life. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me babble on about video games. If you're not, subscribe, leave comments. I love seeing comments. And I got some more videos. I'm going to try to have a Halloween related review up sometime next week. And I will see you guys later.